anyone can apply to be on benefits, even with a decidedly shady past.
I'm a shoplifter who went out there for survival. If I had a job in the first place, then I probably wouldn't be where I am now.
I was a bad person. Used to rob and steal. I've done a lot of things that I'm not proud of.
Meet the people who say they've changed their ways, but live off the state.
All donations welcome.
They're dishing all these benefits out to me left, right and centre. I'm going to take them.
The infamous shoplifter who stole £2 million of goods and claims she's given up her bad ways, but has always enjoyed the good life.
I've had Botox, boob jobs, I've had my lips done. If I could have everything done, I would have it all done. Why not?
The tearaway who can't help succumbing to temptation.
Regardless whether you're on benefits or you're working, my money's my money and I'll do what I want with it.
And the bloke who thinks that his criminal record means no one will give him work.
Nobody wants to give me a chance because I'm a convict. I just need a job.
They say they want to turn their lives around, but are they really able to escape their past?
It's the government's fault. They're basically making me pick the easy way because they're giving me so much money.
When I can't put any food on the table and things like that, there's always a temptation to go back to making easy money and breaking the law.
They want loads of qualifications and all that. I ain't got nothing. Can't even talk properly.
Affluent West London, home to the rich, the famous, the powerful, and 54-year-old Kim. For decades, Kim was one of Britain's most prolific shoplifters, stealing more than £2 million worth by her own reckoning.
45 years I've been doing it, and it was my business.
Her criminal lifestyle was funded by the taxpayer. Kim was claiming while she was thieving, and she saw shoplifting as a victimless crime.
I weren't really doing that much bad, really. I'm not hurting nobody. I've done it from an early age to help my mum.
But Kim says that a year ago, she gave it all up. Her only income now is benefits.
We're just going to walk up to the cash point machine so I can check my money, because it's benefit day today. So I should have it all in there, and then I can go and treat myself to get my roots done. It's just up here by the chicken shop.
Kim claims she's trying to make a new start, but money's a lot tighter.
My money's in there, so it's my good week. I get 250-something today, but I had £50 saved anyway in there.
And yet, despite giving up a life of crime, Kim can't bring herself to give up life's extras. She's recently spent £1 grand of her benefits having hair extensions. Today, she's having her roots done.
I've had them in about 4 months now, and they should have been done a month ago. So I need to get them done. I need to get them done ASAP, otherwise my hair's going to go all dreadlocks and then it'll be damaged. So that's what I'm saving up for at the moment. Unless anyone wants to treat me. All donations welcome.
A fair chunk of Kim's ill-gotten gains went on her hair. She says she needed to come up with some different disguises in order to carry on shoplifting.
Dyeing my hair different shades, then wearing wigs, putting hats and glasses on when you can't do any more with your hair. Then I go to the glasses and scarves and hats, and then short wigs, long wigs, whatever. As long as I looked totally different, I didn't care. To the point of shaving my head. But I didn't care because I'm making my money, that's all it was about.
And nothing's changed now she's on benefits.
I've had Botox, boob jobs, fillers, I've had my lips done. So yeah, I think it is important, like appearance. If I could have everything done, I would have it all done. Why not? Why grow old gracefully? That's crap, mate. Who wants to be old? I don't.
Nobody.
Do you?
No.
So, yeah, I might win the lottery tonight. You never know. If I do, I'll be going out there and looking
Become
like...
your personal hairdresser if you win the lottery.
Yeah, I'll come and get you.
Winning the lottery would also be a way out for 24-year-old Daniel. Paisley in Scotland is 400 miles from Fulham, but it's a world away in other ways. It's one of the most deprived areas in Britain. Daniel hasn't worked for nearly 2 years. He claims £16,000 in benefits.
Just filling in my work booklet for the job centre for jobs that I'm supposed to have applied for. I have applied for some, but not all of them. I've added little extras in there. Within a 2-week period, I'd say I would have applied for roughly about 4 or 5 jobs. I've put down that I've applied for about 10. The job centre, they'll look at that and they'll basically just tick my box and go, yeah, OK, you can have his benefit. This booklet I've got, you might as well just call it a story, because it's just, the majority of it, I'd say about 75 to 80% of it is just made up.
Daniel claims he has been in trouble with the law more than 20 times. He says he now has few opportunities or options.
The only reason I'm turning up today is because I've got no other choice. I need my benefit money. I'll go into the job centre and I can guarantee I'll literally be in there for 2 minutes and I'll be back out.
Sure enough, 10 minutes later...
No questions, no what have you been doing, how have you done it, just basically he run his computer up, I had to sign, and that was me done.
"43-year-old Stephen used to live in Scotland, but he moved south of the border 15 years ago in an attempt to keep out of trouble.
Committing crimes, fighting and going to prison was just part of my life. From 16 till I was about 29, I'd probably done about 7 years inside. Things were just out of control, basically.
Stephen says his history constantly comes back to haunt him, and even the way he looks is an issue.
People do look at me and they can tell straight away that I'm some sort of criminal, that I've done bad things in the past. People don't get scars like this through doing charity work. You know what I mean? They get it through doing bad things. I was a bad person. Used to rob and steal. I've done a lot of things that I'm not proud of.
He claims previous attempts to turn things round simply haven't worked.
Came out of prison and went down to Plymouth, ended up getting a job down there. Everything was going great. And then somebody attempted to murder me by nearly cutting my head off. I lost my job because my head was done. I couldn't find a job, so I basically turned back to crime then.
And without work, slipping back to dodgy ways is a constant concern.
When I'm not working and there's no money coming in, I can't put any food on the table and things like that, there's always a temptation to go back to making easy money and breaking the law.
Coming up, the trouble with staying out of trouble. Daniel's dealt a major blow to his bank balance, but insists it's not his fault.
I've had to come to the food bank because the government have given me my money all in one go, which I've gambled away. So it's them to blame why I'm here today.
Even when job hunting, Stephen's criminal past is never far away.
45 to 50k a year, that would do. That's what I was earning when I was a criminal.
And Kim's not happy with her current standard of living.
It's not that great, it's not bad for someone who's on benefits, but my other homes were much better. "54-year-old shoplifting queen Kim has spent most of her adult life claiming benefits and stealing from shops. Giving that up means she's getting used to getting by on 72 quid a week. I've learned how to manage my money a bit more, whereas when I was shoplifting before, I didn't care, I didn't even think about the benefits. They didn't really enter my head because I didn't really use it just to pay bills. And now I'm having to work out my money properly and make it stretch, and so that I can still have the nice foods, because obviously I'm not having cutbacks on that. You can do it, but I couldn't do it at first, couldn't do none of that. I was just crying all the time, so I couldn't make the money stretch. But now my head's more together, and I go out and I look for the bargains. I just wish I'd done that before, because I might have saved some money.
Being on benefits affects Kim's budget, but her closet's still rammed with designer goods.
These Burberry jean jacket. I've got the jeans to it as well. I've got a thing about jackets, as you can see. I love these. They were £200, and these ones are out of John Lewis. I paid. Very sluttish, aren't they? There's loads more in my room as well, in my bedroom, and there's stuff that I've given for car boot because I'm never going to wear them. It'll do someone else a turn. So anyone on benefits and you need some new shoes, come to the car boot.
Kim's two-bed flat in affluent Fulham is paid for by the state. But even though she's decked it out with mod cons, she says it's a far cry from her previous homes.
They were out of this world. This is like down for me. It's not that great. It's not bad for someone who's on benefits, but my other homes were much better. I don't want to be on benefits. Far from. I don't want to be on it. That's why I'm trying to change my life so I can get a job, because I hate being on it. If I was just living on benefits and not the shoplifting, I probably wouldn't be here. I probably would have topped myself because I wouldn't be able to live. I've been to prison 5 times. I've paid for what I've done.
Her £2 million shoplifting spree meant she was collared and convicted more than 30 times.
First time I went into Holloway, I was petrified because I didn't know what to expect, and you hear loads of stories, and it did freak me out a bit. You meet people in there that are completely different to you. I actually felt too normal. I haven't got any problems apart from just wanting nice things. I was a bit nervous when I was first coming out, when I got 6 months to 2 years and I was in Bulwood Hall, and I came out. It felt a bit strange, but I went straight out the same day and to the Levi shop and got myself some clothes. So it didn't bother me. I knew then that I would never stop, but I just made sure I got better at it and didn't get caught.
In Scotland, it's the morning after a big night out, and 24-year-old Daniel's woken up with a self-inflicted financial hangover.
I ended up getting a same-day payment benefit loan and a loan from family, and I've ended up blowing it all in the casino. I've lost £410, 410 quid, which was, well, that was to last me for a whole fortnight. I have had a gambling problem in the past. I don't even know why I done it, to be honest.
After blowing his cash, Daniel's left with just £5 to last himself for 2 weeks.
I am entitled to that money. Technically, there's no rules to say what I have to spend that money on. If I wanted to go out and be an alkie and drink every day, then I'm entitled to do that. Regardless whether you're on benefits or you're working, my money's my money and I'll do what I want with it.
But he is worried that no money will mean no grub.
Hi, I'm just ringing up in regards to... Is this the food bank at all?
He's hoping he'll be able to pick up a parcel, and he believes he's got every right.
Food banks are there to help people like myself who are on benefits get out of a sticky situation that you find yourself in. Bye-bye now, bye-bye. Just been told to go and collect the food parcel, and I've got to be there within 2 and 4. They're going to help me out for the next week until I'm getting my next benefit.
Daniel's cupboards aren't bare, but he's keen to check what he needs to top up.
I've got food that's here in my freezer, but most of that is like desserts. I've got like apple pies, and there's onion rings and garlic mushrooms. There's a few bits of chicken, so it's not really meal types of food. But with the food bank, they give you like tomatoes and sauces, and that'll enable me to use what I've got in the freezer to cook for more meals. The food parcel I'm about to get will fill my cupboard up. Not much, but it'll be enough to live on for a week. So I won't be starving.
In Burnley, 43-year-old Stephen has been inside plenty of times. For nearly a year, he's been out, living on benefits, and insists he wants a fresh start. He's even hoping his criminal past could help.
intruder access CCTV installation and service engineer. See, I'd be good at that because it takes a crook to catch a crook. I couldn't actually go for that because they'll be wanting to know if I've got a criminal record as well.
At one point in his life, he did knuckle down and tried his hand at good, hard graft.
When I had money, when everything was going good for me, not criminal-wise, but even just working away, I had money. I had disposable income and things like that. I could go on holidays and stuff like that. But now, living hand to mouth is just a nightmare. As a labourer, water hygiene. I don't know if they would be that bothered if I had a criminal record. It's not as if I could steal water.
He believes that being honest means he doesn't really stand a chance.
Every application that I've ever had to fill in, it always says, do you have a criminal record or any criminal convictions, any pending or whatever? And as soon as I say yes, my application is going to go to the bottom of the pile because obviously there'll be a lot more applicants than me that won't have a criminal record. National account manager, 45 to 50k a year, that would do. That's what I was earning when I was a criminal.
When Stephen isn't looking for work, he likes to get stuck into one of his favourite pastimes. It's another chance to escape.
I can live my life through my character on this, so basically I'm escaping from my real life. This will just drive me mad eventually, knowing that this guy here, he's doing a lot better than I am.
His real life is a far cry from his gaming life.
I'm running out of friends because I've been to prison. I've no money, no car, and basically all I've got to do during the day is either play on this game or watch TV.
Ex-jailbird Kim also has dreams after turning her back on crime. But for her, going shopping is a constant reminder of her criminal past.
This is where I used to come when I used to do my shoplifting, do most of the shops down here. I'd be down here at the crack of dawn, 9:30 until 5, 7 days a week. What you've got to imagine is that I've been doing this for 45 years. I don't know any other trade. It's my living. I had it set up as a proper business where I pay people to go and exchange and get the vouchers. So I was a businesswoman, if you like, but just the wrong way. And now I feel like I'm nothing. I haven't got any friends around me because even though I was coming out every day doing that, I was still meeting people, so I feel like I had a bit of a life as well. And now that's all gone from me and I'm just literally me on my own. And my family now and again when I speak to them on the phone.
But today, she's meeting up with her teenage daughter, Paris, who's encouraging her mum to go straight.
I feel a bit gutted for you, really, coming back here, like, just looking around the shops. I want to get everything for you.
Yeah,
I can't,
I know.
so I feel a bit...
No, but
I feel
I'm
bad.
proud of you that you're not doing that anymore because it's better for you, but I do miss out on quite a lot of stuff.
I know. That's the thing. It is.
It annoys me, but it's better for you, and I am proud of you for doing that. Obviously, like, every day I'd come home from school and have a new outfit. Like, I'd have loads of stuff, and I felt, like, spoiled. But I'd rather you here than in prison because it's just way better. So I'd rather just have kind of less stuff and you here than be in prison and have loads of stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't even have anything if you was in prison.
Yeah, it's true. That's true.
But I still get...
Hopefully one day I'll get a job and I'll be able to give you all that again. Didn't
Yeah.
I? Oh, you're positive about that, aren't you? Then I like that. You actually think I'm going to do all right.
Yeah.
That's good. At least you got
I
faith
have a
in me.
feeling.
In Paisley, unemployed Daniel is off to the food bank. He blew more than £400 gambling last night. But he doesn't blame himself.
I've had to come to the food bank because the government have given me my money all in one go on the same day, which in turn I've gambled away. So it's them to blame why I'm here today. I'm hoping to just get enough food that's going to last me the full week. If not, I'm just going to have to make it stretch and budget for that.
Within 10 minutes, he's back out with everything he wants.
I got quite a lot of tinned foods. I've got like chopped tomatoes, potatoes, tuna. I've got soups, fruit slices, tomato, pasta sauces. I've got cereal, milk, sugar, fruit juice. And then in this bag I've got, they've just give like some chocolate, sugar and tea bags. They're the best ones out of them all. Looking at all them bags, I reckon there must be about 30 or 40 pounds worth there. I'm more than happy, and it's a lot better than what I expected, so that's going to help me survive through the week now.
And Daniel has had some even better news.
I got a £100 loan off my cousin, and I could have used that towards buying food. But this service is here to help me, so I'm entitled to that, so why am I not going to take it?
Coming up, Kim sets the record straight about her past crimes.
I'm not a criminal. I'm a shoplifter who went out there for survival. It's a way of surviving.
Stephen once again feels like a prisoner in his own home.
They want £3,600 off me. I don't answer the door to anybody just in case it's bailiffs and things like that.
And Daniel's old temptations die hard.
I've had to pawn in my phone. I got another £300 for it. Half of that went again on gambling. Listen, Beyonce.
It's the morning after a benefits booze up for 24-year-old tearaway Daniel and his mates in Paisley.
I need to empty that oil in a small bowl.
That's new oil, I've already put that in.
I know, but does it look as if I can put sausages in that? It needs to be shallow.
Oh, well, that'll help my hangover cure if I have about 10. Kirsty, what have you got in that bottle?
Fucking lemonade. What's that looking happy? Because I'm actually no, I just
Do you
didn't
know,
have a hangover the days of
why do you drink so much?
Because if I don't drink, then I'm going to get a hangover, so I drink more. And prevent the hangover, and then the hangover's going to be so much worse because I drink more.
The conversation turns to Daniel's job prospects.
I used to work in a pub. I used to finish my shift at 2 a.m. They used to have lock-ins.
When you do that again, when you work in a pub?
I would work in a pub, but you've got all your drunks that you have to deal with. I just can't be arsed with that anymore.
Daniel claims to have more than 20 criminal convictions. His past is never far from his thoughts.
I've been in trouble from about the age of 11 upwards. Breach of the peace, drinking in public, assault, criminal damage, and I ended up doing a spell in Strange Ways prison. There was people in there that had committed murders and whatever else.
And now there's some more bad news. A letter from the courts.
I got this letter through the other day, and I was out having a good time a couple of weeks ago, and I got charged with 2 offences. One of them was for culpable and reckless conduct. I'm appealing that one anyway. And then the next one is drinking in public. Police find it so easy. They just get their little tick in their book, and I was the unfortunate one. I need to actually find out how serious it is, because I've done a bit of reading up online, and culpable and reckless conduct can carry a maximum of like 5 years, so I'm not too impressed with that.
Even though he's broke and he's in trouble with the law, Daniel has decided to splash out.
It's a state-of-the-art phone. It's 4G. Been waiting on eggshells since like 8 o'clock this morning. It's like Christmas. And it's here. Party. Hi, mate, you okay?
Sure, huh?
Yeah, that's the one. Been waiting for this all day. No worries. Cheers, mate. See you later. Oh, I'm absolutely made up. I've been waiting so long for this. This is basically my social life. It enables me to apply for jobs. I pay £22 a month for this. It is a struggle, but I just try and make ends meet as much as I can. You've got people out there that spend their money on alcohol. I'm spending it on something that's worthwhile for myself, which is contacting people who I need to get in touch with. So I think it's totally worth it.
In London, Kim's going shopping, but she's learned that playing things by the book means sticking to a budget.
I've got like £20 on me. I shouldn't spend any more than that. So I normally get like pineapples. You normally get 4 for a pound here. But that one's shut, and that's where I normally get them from.
Kim said she stopped thieving last year and now lives entirely on benefits. She claims she now wants to live honestly and healthily.
So far, I've spent £8. I've got lemons, apples, ginger, avocado, garlic. Well, that ain't bad. I've got bolts of it, and peppers. When I was on benefits and shoplifting, I just went to John Lewis, Waitrose and Marks and Spencer's, and I did the big food shops there. I didn't bother going anywhere else. And obviously I've wasted a lot of money doing that like that, because doing it this way, the market stuff's just as good because I'm using the same stuff for juicing. And I've saved a lot of money, so I feel a bit stupid really. I should have done this a long time ago. Even if I made money now, I'd stick to this, definitely.
But Kim still likes a little bit of luxury.
Waitrose chicken, salmon with presto, and then cook that chicken as well. Like that'd do me for 6 days. So I don't need to get any more meat. I've got stuff in the freezer as well, but I know I won't eat it because I don't like frozen food. I would rather put my money onto the nice food. You know what I mean? And you can do it cheaply, as I've had to find out for myself. I couldn't do it at first because I kept thinking I could shop how I used to. So it's took me quite a while to get into the swing of it. But I still like toiletries. I like all the top brands, and I have to look for the cheapest shop where I can get it. Even if it saves me £2, I'll go there and get it from there. Oh, I'm worried about myself. I want a job so badly and to be part of the community. I don't want to be classed as a criminal, because I'm not a criminal. I'm a shoplifter who went out there for survival. It's a way of surviving. If I had a job in the first place, someone give me a chance, then I probably wouldn't be where I am now. Oh my God, that is so banging. No, it is so nice. I feel happy already.
Back in Burnley, Stephen's dodgy past is never far away.
I was growing cannabis in the cellar in this house here, and I got caught because the whole street could smell. The whole street could smell it. I had all the equipment and everything. There's a thing called a filter that takes the cannabis smell out. It filters it through the filter and puts it out in the street as fresh air. So one night there was a storm, and some water got into the cellar, and it blew one of my sockets. The filter went off and sucked all the cannabis smell into the street, and the whole street could smell it. So the police just followed their nose, trapped the door, came in and found it, and nicked me.
He had been working for 10 years before being busted. He believes it was the nail in his working life coffin.
When you put in a CV and your CV at the end says, I've been in prison for growing cannabis, that CV is going to get put in the bin. So you're never going to get a job. Never.
Despite his troubles, Daniel's taking a break from Paisley and is trying his luck in Manchester.
I'm finally getting out. Hopefully it'll be better on the other side for me. Manchester is like one of the main cities, and it's close by to other main cities as well, so I'm guaranteed to at least find a job in one of them cities. Even my social life will be greatly improved. I haven't got a social life up here at all.
His latest idea is to look for a job south of the border, and starting a new life down there might come with some extra benefits too. His friend JP is making the trip with him.
I'm happy, that's it, I'm finally going.
Stephen's also got big money worries. He lives in a 2-bedroom house in Burnley, but is finding it tough to cover all his outgoings.
I'm not surviving, I'm just existing, basically. If I could find a job, I could pay some of my debts off, things like that, things like this here. I was trying to better my life by joining a course and ended up couldn't pay it. But now they're chasing me for money. They want £3,600 off me, which I can't pay, which I'll have to eventually pay once I do get a job. And then I've got the council tax and things, bills piling up. Basically what I do when I get a bill, I bin them mostly, because if I keep them, they'll just drive me mad. Cumulatively, I'm in a lot of debt when I went to prison, basically. The bills still came in, so I couldn't pay, obviously, because I was in prison. They're still chasing me. I don't answer the door to anybody, just in case it's bailiffs and things like that. So basically, I'm just a prisoner in my own home because I know people do want money off me.
Housing benefits pay most of his rent, but every month he needs to top it up with £100. He's in so much debt, he hasn't been able to pay this for 17 months.
The landlord's, he's been good to us, he must know we're good tenants and we're looking after the place. So he's letting us stay here, but the worry is that he could get a better offer and kick us out at any time. I'm just basically hiding from it all at the moment until I'm in a position to pay. At the moment, I've got 0.00 pence in my bank account. I had to pay everything out the other day when Sky cut me off. I didn't pay them when I was supposed to pay them. Now the bank are charging me £10, so I'm going to have to go down and see the bank and see if they will drop that charge.
Coming up, it's all about cash. Every penny counts for Stephen.
I'm happy now. I know it's only £10, but it's a lot of money when you've not got it.
Daniel's not sure that working life will ever pay.
As it stands, I'm on more money now than somebody who's working minimum wage in a shop. Why should I get a job when I'm on more money with the benefit I'm on?
And Kim claims she wants a job, but not at any price.
18 grand a year. I need more money than that. Double that.
24-year-old Daniel claims to have more than 20 criminal convictions. He's come to Manchester to see some old friends in their new state-supplied and funded flat.
How did you end up getting this? And did it take you quite a while, or?
Yeah, I think it was almost about 16 months ago,
It's massive, isn't it?
Daniel wonders whether he could get a similar deal.
So what is this? Is this your foot? What,
Are you going to keep that? I'm going to keep the wall.
Have they put a brand new kitchen in for you?
Yeah.
And how much is this costing you a month?
I don't have to pay no housing benefits. I just have to pay the council tax, which is £78 a month.
That's honestly,
The
this is
size
it.
of the property is what is worth.
This is what I want. This is what I want. I'm absolutely jealous of you that you've got this flat. Because you just seem to get luck all the time. Do you not think that she just gets...
Well, they did make me homeless for like 16 months.
See, that's what I was going to say. They did actually make her homeless, so...
They kicked me out of my own home, that I had a family home.
Exactly.
I'm from the UK, like all of us in here, right? I should be entitled to a house.
The only reason why I got my flat is because me and my girlfriend was having Cora at the time, and you forced him to get put into place.
I don't think the benefit system is fair at all.
No, it isn't.
Everything, including housing, benefits, everything, I just don't think you're treated fairly, and we do get looked upon as if we're scum.
But the trip to Manchester isn't going to plan. Daniel's dream is falling apart, and worse, he's been spending.
I've had to pawn in my phone. I got another £300 for it. Half of that went again on gambling.
With no money left, Daniel and John have one last source of income.
We're gonna have to go and pawn John's phone in.
I put it in and I got £47 to last me until next week's, hopefully, when I get my benefit money again.
47 quid, we're going to have to just make that stretch and try and make ends meet with that.
We need to buy tobacco, and then we'll need to buy food, and whatever's left, we'll just see what we can get, basically.
I'm starting to think this was a bad idea.
I know, because everything's just falling apart.
It's getting absolutely... I don't know, I'm just getting absolutely fed up. We've probably made a stupid mistake coming down here.
I don't really think we were prepared enough to come down. I think we should have sat and maybe just discuss things before we decided to just buy a ticket and come down.
In West London, former career shoplifter Kim is getting her nails done.
Where I used to have the extensions, and I can't really afford to keep doing them at the moment, so I just want to try and grow my nails. Even my eyebrows need doing at the moment. I look like Dennis Healy. Every 2 weeks I get my nails done, pedicure, I get my eyebrows done, about every 3 weeks. Sunbeds, I buy courses of sunbeds, so you're getting sunbeds all year round really, but you just end up having one a week to keep the tan there. Hair done, coloured about every 3 weeks, because Badger will be in. Badger will be in the house. So I don't know how people don't want to look after themselves. But I've always done it anyway. Makes you feel like a woman. Thank you. I'll see you again soon. Thanks. Bye.
Kim's keen on keeping up appearances. Now she says that she's gone straight for a year. The next thing on her to-do list is finding a job. But she's got high expectations.
I've applied for a few, but I never get nothing back because obviously they want like loads of qualifications and all that. I ain't got nothing. Can't even talk properly. I'm too common. But I still look just to see what's around. Customer service advisor, never. I can't even say that. That's in Sri Lanka, that's another country, isn't it? I wouldn't mind working in a gym. There was one in here at 18 grand a year, but that's not enough money. I need more money than that. Double that. I just want to do a job and I need it to pay well because of the money I'm used to. I don't want to just go to work like you're on benefits, because that's the problem with a lot of the jobs. You've got to find 100, my rent's 165 a week. Then with your food and your bills, you need to earn £1,000 a week, I think, just so you can say I can now have a few luxuries. My dream job would be working with someone like Gok, you know, in the fashion thing. A lot of people blag their way in, don't they? So I can't do that because I would. If it was shoplifting, I'd blag my way anywhere. But it's not something I can brag about. Oh, yes, I've been a shoplifter for 45 years. I'm really good at it. Can I have a job? No.
24-year-old ex-con Daniel has returned from Manchester, but he's still determined to make the move south a permanent one.
I'm moving to Manchester for a social life. Up here in Glasgow, I just feel stuck, I feel lost. I feel like I'm just going round in a vicious circle over and over that it's just going to keep repeating itself if I don't do something about it.
But he'll have to return to Scotland for his pending court case.
I've got a lot of thinking to do. I don't know, I've been in prison once before and I don't want to go back again. I really don't want to go back.
Daniel receives up to £1,400 benefits a month. So when it comes to work, there's another dilemma.
As it stands, I'm on more money now than somebody who's working minimum wage in a shop. I do want a job, but it makes me think, why should I get a job when I'm on more money with the benefit I'm on? It's the government's fault. They're basically making me pick the easy way because they're giving me so much money. It's ridiculous. I don't want to be known as lazy benefit scrounger, but they're dishing all these benefits out to me left, right and centre. I'm going to take them. I am going to take them.
In Burnley, Stephen's search for a job is still proving fruitless. He's broke, so he's off to the bank to persuade them to overturn a £10 charge.
It's happened a few times before and they have been good to me and they've quashed the charges in the past. I think as long as you go in face-to-face and ask them face-to-face, they will quash the charge. But if you just leave it, obviously, I will have to pay it. When I did have money, I would just be spending it like running water. And now I've got to worry about the bank taking £10 out of my bank account that I've not got and that I really need. I was wondering if you could check this. I want to stop a payment coming out of my account because every time it comes out, I always end up missing a direct debit and I get charged £10 for it.
This is the third month in a row Stephen has been charged £10 for being unable to pay the direct debit for his Sky subscription.
It went really well. They said they're going to refund the £10 as a goodwill gesture. So that's a weight off my mind. It means I don't have to pay the £10, but obviously I can't do it again because next time they will charge me. So thank you, bank. I'm happy now. I know it's only £10, but it's a lot of money when you've not got it.
Next step, the recruitment agency where he's applied for a job.
I can do any of them. I can drive any of the trucks. And they still haven't contacted me after like 2.5 months. And I think the reason is because I ticked I've got a criminal record. But I'll find out shortly.
If Stephen is ever going to pay back the thousands of pounds he owes, he needs to land a full-time job and get off benefits.
Basically, they said I need to take in a CV, which they never told me at the time. So they're backtracking now. I'll bring it down and see what they say. But she was very dismissive, really. So, like it says in the window, forklift truck drivers needed. And she's saying there's no forklift truck driving jobs going. What does that tell you?
Two months later, Daniel followed through on his plan to move south. And he's even managed to find himself a full-time job.
Coming down to Manchester, I've got no choice now. It needs to work. If it doesn't work, then it's just going to lead me back into a vicious circle again.
But Stephen's still out of work. He says his big problem is getting employers to see beyond his dodgy past.
Keep checking my emails, keep going to job sites. Even without a criminal record in Burnley, it's hard enough to get a job. So it's going to be hard, but I will get there. I'll get there eventually.
And in Fulham, Kim still says she's retired from shoplifting and is still looking for an honest living.
I will get my money somehow, a job or something. I'm going to prove to everybody that I can get a job and I can still work hard at whatever job I'm given to show everyone that I'm not a bad person.
With dodgy drinks, bad food and entertainment the 70s would be ashamed of, the all-inclusive has got itself a bit of a bad name in some quarters, but is it worth it? Alexis Conran puts them to the test after the break.